I don't know what'll happen tonight because no matter how hard I plan a set, I'm such in the moment, I can't help it. If somebody yells something out, it might take me in a whole different direction, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. By the way, I keep fidgeting because I'm wearing a sheer shirt, so if I slouch, I'm gonna have rolls. Tell me if I get muffin top. You can keep that in.
Make some noise for Kate Quigley, everybody.
Oh my God. You guys are great. This is awesome. I'm so excited. All right. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because there's someone here I'm sleeping with, so it's always awkward, you know? I haven't decided which one of you yet, but looking at you two. You guys are great. I love Philly. I might have to move to Philly. I'm serious. I like it here, man. My mom grew up here. You guys got a Rocky statue, which is like at least a guy who stays hard, you know what I mean? Although I'm not gonna lie, you know what, you guys? I wasn't sure if I was gonna talk about this, but fuck it. I'm a little low-key mad at Rocky. We gotta discuss Rocky, okay? Because that was my favorite movie growing up. Favorite. Now I'm in therapy. My therapist is like, what do you think happened in your childhood that makes you date these awful men? Like, I think it might have been Rocky. Because no disrespect to you guys, but Rocky in Rocky 1, that's not a dude you want to date. Guy's kind of a fucking loser. No, he can't even read, guys. He can't read. Okay, let's just start there. He talks like this. Hey, Adrian, what's up? He barely speaks English. He doesn't really have a job. He does nothing. He gets punched in the head a lot for free, and he has 2 pet turtles. If you fuck a guy who talks like this and has 2 pet turtles, you go to prison. Not even legal. It's insane. And then, you know, he takes Adrian out, I assume, on a date. We don't see where he takes her the first date. We just know they end up back at his apartment, right? And Adrian is a little uncomfortable. I don't know why, but, you know, Rocky's probably pretty broke and living in a tiny shithole with 2 pet turtles. It probably doesn't smell too great. Adrian's like, you know, I think I should go. And she starts towards the door. Guys, Rocky blocks the door. He literally gets in the doorway and goes, wait, don't go. First, let me try something. And then he starts reaching toward her. If I'm Adrian, I'm at the fucking window, man. He starts reaching towards her. And then he grabs her hat, takes it off, takes off her glasses, and he goes, see? I told the guys at the gym you were pretty under there. What kind of fucking backhanded compliment is that? Like, what a dick! Now poor Adrian is like, wait, I'm sorry, the guys at the gym, they stand around talking about, that Adrian's a real hag. Prince Charming over here. No way, man, you'll see under the hat glasses, think fuckable. I fuck Adrian, you'll see. I'm gonna take her to my turtle den and make love. Fuck, it's so fucked up. And then, guys, he proposes. Look, no one should propose to your daughter like this. No ring, no plan, doesn't even get down on a knee, takes her to the Philadelphia Zoo in the winter. What the fuck? And proposes on a bridge over a lion's den. Who's saying no to a half-baked guy that gets punched in the head for free on a bridge over a lion's den? I've seen that Aaron Hernandez documentary. I know what the fuck's gonna happen next. That bitch is going over the bridge. She had no choice, I'm sorry. But then I got sick. I had a flu and I started watching the rest of the Rockies. You know what? That guy's a gaslighting motherfucker. Every fucking movie, she's like, Rocky, please don't fight again. You're almost dying every time. And he's like, this is the last one, babe. This is every... It's never the goddamn last one. And then in Rocky 5, like, he's literally lost all the money. His son won't even speak to him because he's hanging out with some other fucking loser. And then the doctor's like, bad news, Rock. Now you have brain damage. Like, didn't he have brain damage in Rocky 1? What the fuck is going on here? And we're growing up like our fathers are like, Rocky's a hero. Nah. I've fucked a lot of Rockies, man. Well, not a lot, like somewhere between 10 and 30, I think. But I'm done with that. I just want a guy that can read. Because I'm not sure men can read. Guys, I don't think men are dumb, okay? But I know y'all don't read a paragraph when I send it. Whenever a woman sends you a paragraph, you guys read the first sentence, maybe the last sentence. If you want a man to read a paragraph, you know the secret, ladies? You gotta put a picture of a butthole in every line. And by the way, it doesn't have to be your butthole or even a human butthole, just any butthole. Men love buttholes. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I don't know, man. I'm figuring it out. My thing is that, like, I really am doing a lot of therapy. That's not even a joke. And I just want to be a healthy person, you know? I'm a little codependent. And then also, like, I used to be real crazy. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Once your dick's been in me, I expect you to reply. And if you don't, I'll do shit to you. I will. One guy didn't text me back, so I registered his house as a public voting location. On election day, people lined up. That's not easy to do. You gotta spend money, you gotta give a tour of the house. The worst part was we made up before election day and I forgot I did it. Started standing out there. Whatever. I'm trying. I'm trying to, you know, stop ignoring the red flags. That's what I'm working on. It's not going great. Like today, I've been arguing all day in text with a guy who's saved in my phone as no. But he's better than no one, you know? I don't know, maybe not. I have a lot of guys saved in my phone as different, like, titles. Women do that, you too? Yeah, we save them, like, as something that'll help us to not text them when we're, like, a little buzzed or horny or lonely. What do you got? Bad teeth? You got a bad teeth?
Bad teeth, got the riff-raff.
Bad teeth, riff-raff?
And I'm like, I think I have your number, and it was like,
Oh my God, you showed him how you saved him? She showed him, oh my God. Good thing you didn't save him as baby dick. I have one of those in my phone, baby dick. I fucked him one more time after that too, which is sad. But I didn't mean to. I was trying to get this guy to come over I have saved as unemployed. And I mixed them up and I accidentally invited baby dick over. But, you know, I still did it because I'm a charitable person. Also, dick size is not as important as you guys think. I know you guys think it matters a lot, but it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, they can use other parts, right? Like, you guys can use things like your wallet. We really like that. I mean, I need to date a rich guy, you know. My vagina could be registered as a not-for-profit organization at this point. I lost money in this thing, I'm telling you. Because my friend says that the value of your vagina is however much a guy spends on you before you have sex with him. I'm like, that is bad news for me. Because I mean, one time, I don't do it a lot, but one time a guy took me out for coffees. Was that $12 maybe? And then the next night, I went to a party at his house. I ended up sleeping with him. So he didn't spend anything that night, but I left behind a $100 necklace. And he never called me again. So in that scenario, my pussy's worth negative $88, is what I'm trying to say. I am not doing well. I need to get back in the black, you know? But I'm doing better. I quit doing drugs, and I miss it, but my grandma caught me. And I was like, I must be super high, because she's dead. And it's good to see her, though, you know? She looked great, honestly. But it's funny, like, I don't really miss doing drugs, but sometimes I miss my drug dealer. You know, like in the movies, they're all, like, scary. My drug dealer in real life was so funny. And he cared about me, man. I swear to God. Like, it was weird. One time I called him on 4th of July. I said, hey, my friends are having a party, and they want to get an 8-ball of cocaine. And also, I was wondering, do you sell fireworks? And you know what he said to me? He said, Kate, I got you on the 8-ball, but I'm not going to sell you fireworks. Those are dangerous. So... what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Oh, one time I went to his house to pick some up, and I come inside, and there's a phone ringing. That's not his cell phone, and he's got a landline. I've never seen somebody with a landline since I was a child. I go, why do you got a landline? He goes, it's for the fax machine. Who the fuck is faxing you drug orders? I was like, do you have another job? He's like, no, but you never know. After that, I faxed drug orders to him every time. I'm not kidding. She's probably a bad idea. But now, I'm doing better. It's me and my vibrator, and we're happy. My therapist said I should take a break from dating. I mean, I wasn't planning to, but I had sort of a rock bottom relationship. I fucked a wizard. That's a red flag. I know you guys are confused. You're like, wizards? How? They're not real. And that's what I thought. But you know how you make those lists of things you want in a guy? I mean, men don't make lists. I think men, your list is like, can I fuck it? Basically. Will she feed me? Maybe. But women, we walk around with these lists like, I'm gonna find a guy who's sensitive, writes me songs, and likes to shop but isn't gay, likes to play with kids and isn't a pedophile, has like a great job, like he's a firefighter, very noble, but he makes millions of dollars somehow. Right? He's like these sweet, sensitive, well-dressed men who also fuck us like they're in prison, like choke us out, beat us up. That's what women are walking around like that's a real thing. We're gonna find. Like, I'm gonna find a guy who will sing to me and choke me out. Like, I don't think that's real. I think we gotta lower the bar slightly, My new list says one thing. It says, have job. And that's negotiable after COVID, honestly. Because I went out with the wizard, and what happened was, I'll just explain it. We went on 3 dates. He was great, played guitar, sensitive, liked to shop, all those things. And then we get back to his house, date 3. I'm like, ooh, now I find out if he does all the other stuff. So he sits me down. He goes, Kate, I want to tell you something. I only tell this to women I see a future with. I'm like, oh my God. He sees a future. Whatever he says next is fine. Then he goes upstairs. I have a secret magic room where I cast spells. This guy's 44 years old. One side of my brain is like, all right, Kate, this is a red flag. This is when the therapist would say, get the fuck out. But then the other side of my brain was like, man, I really want to see the magic room. Right? I mean, come on. You're all going upstairs. So I was like, okay, let's check it out. Takes me upstairs. Second floor looks normal. But then he opens a door, and there's a spiral staircase. Man, nothing good is ever at the top of a spiral staircase. I'm getting a little nervous. We get to the top, there's one door. He opens it. It's like a walk-in closet filled with figurines. Like Gollum, Star Wars, Batman, all that stuff you guys like. And I said to him, this is impressive, man. This looks like a pretty cool collection, but doesn't look like a magic room. He goes, I designed it to look this way. Watch this. He grabs a Gollum, pulls on it like a lever. Bookcase opens. This guy goes, wow. Oh, dude, you don't even know. There's a tunnel to a whole nother room. And now I'm looking in the tunnel at this room. I'm like, holy shit. This guy murders women. Right? Or, like what this guy thought, maybe does real fucking magic. I mean, a room like that, you don't just build for nothing. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I should leave. The therapist would say, go. You can't get murdered in Harry Potter's fucking secret dungeon. But then the other side of my brain is like, do you know how much it costs to build this room? This guy's loaded. This could be my first rich boyfriend. So I was like, fuck it. You only live once. I'm going in. So I get down. I start crawling in. You have to crawl in this. So I'm literally crawling in the room. It's cute. It looks like a little tented sauna with pillows and incense. This doesn't look so bad. Then all of a sudden, as I'm almost in, he grabs my ankle. He goes, hey, wait. You can't just go in there. He goes, that's a ritual space. We only enter in the full nude. Look at all the men are so proud of this asshole. All the women are like, oh, hell no. The men are like, you go, buddy. Build your fucking magic cave. Dude, you know what's the best part? And this is what drives me nuts about men. I would have fucked the guy downstairs. But not now. You're trying to trick me into this secret dungeon? No fucking way. So I stood up and I said, listen, I'm sorry. I really like you, but I'm not ready to have sex with you. He goes, sex? Wow. 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 You know what I've learned? If a man says wow more than twice, he's fucking full of shit. Every time you guys are full of shit. He goes, I would never have sex in that room. It's sacred ground. All right, look, I'm a little more wise these days, guys. Back then, that reverse psychology, it really worked on me, I'm not gonna lie. When he said I would never, I'm like, holy shit, he's never fucked in the magic room. I'm gonna own the magic room. I'm gonna pee on it like it's my turf. That's my spot. I'm gonna fuck him in the magic room. He's gonna propose. Game on. So I just got naked. I crawled in there. My plan was I'm gonna work hard to seduce him. That took like 3 seconds. That's when I was like, holy shit, I think I was duped. And this is when I did what women do. I said, hey, I promise I won't get mad if you tell the truth, but, which by the way is our version of wow, wow, wow. I said, have you done this before? And he said once or twice I've caved. And I went a little Amber Heard on his ass, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I didn't punch him, but I would have shit all over his fucking bed. I'll tell you that right now. Talk about a savage move. I thought I was a savage shitting in a guy's bed. That's next level. Wish I thought of that night. I would have shit all over his magic room. But I got angry, I yelled at him, he said I had a bad temper, he said it wasn't gonna work out, and he kicked me out. I mean, talk about rock bottom. I got dumped by a 44-year-old fucking Gandalf, guys. And I was so embarrassed and depressed, and I went to a bar down the street, and I'm sitting at this bar, and you know what happened? A woman came up to me. She came up to me. This is what she said. She said, hey, are you all right? You look sad. Maybe you should come home with me. And I was looking at her, I'm like, I'm not really gay, but she looks like she'll text me back. That's all I really need, you know? And I started thinking, well, maybe if I go home with her, what's the worst that could happen? Maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'm into women now. I get along great with women. I really wanted to go. But the problem is, I'm an overachiever. I was like, I have to do everything. You got to do everything, fellas. You hear me? Every time, all right? Don't get lazy, okay? You have to go down on your woman or you go to hell. It's in the Bible. Deuteronomy. It's in there. Look it up. It's true. That guy, DJ Khaled, going to hell, man. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. DJ Khaled, where's the camera? Fuck you. I hate that guy. Who says I don't go down on my wife because I don't like it? Really? You think your balls taste like Hostess cupcakes, fellas? We're all doing God's work here, okay? No woman sitting around like waiting for you to come home because she loves how it tastes down there. No. We love you, though. We try our best. My thing is, I don't mind doing it to a woman, but I don't know how. It does seem complicated. I'll give you guys that. Your instrument's a little simpler. It's like a trumpet. Ours is like a fitted sheet, I think. Mine. I don't know about everybody. I can't even fold one of those with my hands, so I don't think I'm prepared. I don't want a bad review, you know? Sensitive. It's interesting, because, like, this isn't even really a joke. It's more like just an observation. I'm a comic. I'm a woman. And I know I look like a woman, but believe me, when I'm backstage at a comedy club, like the Comedy Store, and it's like 14 dudes and me, they forget to hide what they really are. They start talking out loud, and I hear things. I got the inside track. And this is what I've learned. Guys actually think their dick is what makes us go crazy. They actually think they fuck us so well that we get insane. I've heard it said many times. This is what I hear. Man, again, damn, what's with these girls? Took this girl out 3 times. She was cool till I fucked her. Now her schedule's wide open. But all she has time to do is text me all day, blowing up my phone. I don't know, man. I gotta stop taking them down so good. I think I dignitize them. I don't know. No. That ain't it, guys. It's not your dick. We love that you're good at sex. That's your job. Good for you. It's not your dick. I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? I'm gonna save a life. Watch. Tell your sons, tell your friends. It's not the dick. It's the after dick. Here's the problem. Guys are afraid of us. They're scared to death of us. They know because they've seen us all go a little psycho. The problem is that sometimes they're nice to us, nicer than they really feel because they just don't want to get yelled at. And like the other thing you don't know that I hear is when a guy comes, his testicles somehow turn into like crystal balls and they see the future very clearly. Every guy will tell you the moment he comes, he knows if he wants to marry you, fuck you, or just kick you out. But they won't kick you out because they don't want to be a dick. And here's the thing, fellas. If you know that moment you don't love us, you better not fucking keep us overnight and cuddle us. You better not. I will find you. Because it's the cuddling that makes us crazy, guys. It's the intimacy. You guys cannot cuddle a girl you don't love. You hear me? Don't do it. If you cuddle her all night, the next day she blows up your phone and you don't answer and she blows up your car, that's on you. That's all on you. But we don't want to do it, but we feel things when you guys cuddle us that you don't feel. And it's not your fault that you don't feel it, because you're asleep. It's true, because when a guy comes, his dick and brain kind of explode. It's like, one moment, they go, I better cuddle this bitch, dick on butt. Ugh. That's it, and they're out cold. The problem is, fellas, women, we don't sleep. Nah, we can stay awake for months. How you think we catch you guys doing all the creepy shit you do? We can't fall asleep, man. That's when we gotta trick you at the beginning when it's new. We gotta trick you into thinking we're cute all the time. We don't wanna drool, we don't wanna fart. Most of us won't shit in your house for like 6 months to a year. I had a relationship where I walked to McDonald's to shit for a year. And that guy loved me. He was like, every time Kate spends the night, she goes and gets us hotcakes. Yeah, I have to shit. I can't come back with nothing. Then what do I tell the guy? Sorry, dude, I like to shit at Shell stations. It's just the thing I do. So we just lay there all night, guys. We lay there. And you know what we're doing while we're laying there? Something you never want a woman doing. We're thinking. And we're thinking a lot about, you never want a woman to have too much time to think about you. Because we start coming up with all kinds of shit. Like that first night, we were like, oh my God, I'm still here. I bet he doesn't cuddle the hose. I should paint this room purple. Like, you guys got laid, we got a man. I thought guys knew this stuff. I really thought, but you guys don't know it. It's crazy. Like, I was just in Texas. There was a kid opening for me. He was great. He was a young kid. He was like 22 or 23. After the show, he comes up to me. First night, he goes, Kate, what you said on stage about leaving the shit, you're kidding, right? It's not real. I was like, no, it's real. He goes, oh my God, everything makes sense now. He goes, I've been dating this girl for 3 months, and every time she spends the night, she leaves in the morning and comes back with Starbucks. He goes, do you think she's shitting? I'm like, yeah, if she comes back, she's shitting. He goes, well, I really like her. When do I tell her she can shit in my house? I'm like, you never fucking tell her that. She's not a cat, man. Let her shit wherever she wants. But now I so regret not telling him to tell her, because I just want to see that conversation. Like, I can't wait now. That's what I want. My next relationship goal, I just want a guy to sit me down and ask me to shit in his house. I really do. Like, Kate, it would really mean a lot to me. I noticed, I shit here and you leave, I think, and I'll be like, I'll shit on you right now, motherfucker, let's go. My therapist said take a break from dick. I really am. I'm doing a dick detox, a dick tox, if you will. My therapist said, learn to love yourself more, which I'm doing through therapy, but I'm also doing it through my vibrator. And I'll tell you something. I've never been happier. The magic wand, if you don't know it, you got to get one. You don't have to get it at the store, because I went to the Hustler store in LA, and there was an 18-year-old kid working when I walked in. He had braces, and it was my first time buying a vibrator, believe it or not. And I had to ask this child, what do you recommend? He goes, it depends. What are you planning to use the vibrator for? I was like, I don't know, son. I'm gonna make mashed potatoes with it. I think. What the fuck do you think? I was too embarrassed. I couldn't buy it from this kid, so I was like, I'll just use my toothbrush or something, and I just got out of there. Anyway, so I went on Amazon and I bought 5 vibrators, different brands. I looked them all up. I bought them all. I tried them all. I'm telling you right now, the magic wand, dude, I don't work for them, but you gotta have it. It's made by Hitachi. If you don't know Hitachi, they make bulldozers, forklifts, power drills, and a vibrator. It's 1.2 horsepower. It's like fucking a Ford Focus. Like, you can't even put batteries in this thing. You have to plug it into a 3-prong outlet. It needs a ground wire to do the job. And I got tired of standing by the wall because I only have one 3-prong. So now I had to go to Home Depot, get one of those orange extension cords, run it across my place. So embarrassing, but I don't care. Whatever. Guys come over, I'm like, just don't follow the cord. Just don't worry about that. The lights flicker when you use this thing. It is loud. That's the only problem. Like, I have to time it when the weed whacker guy is outside my window. Or my neighbors leave notes. They're like, Kate, could you not vacuum at 4 a.m.? But what's crazy is I've been thinking about this because I started doing research on this thing. 'Cause it's pretty amazing. Turns out it's been around 60 years. 6-0. How weird is that? Think about that. Hitachi is a power tool company. That means some guy on the conveyor belt back in the day, Hitachi was like, hey, Fred, we're doing these bulldozer motors. Let's do something for the ladies. How did this happen? And then what, they fashioned one and took it into Jan, the secretary? Like, hey, Jan, we got something for you to try on your lunch break. Jan's like, okay, leaves, never comes back. She's still in the bathroom. She just died with the Hitachi. It's got the greatest thing ever, man. I want to know why all the power tool companies don't make these. Black & Decker, DeWalt. Could you imagine? You go to Home Depot with your guy. He's like, I'll be over here in sandblasters. I'm like, I'll be over here in sandblasters. Like, let's go. But it's not as good as a real guy. Don't worry, fellas. Sometimes the guys get a little like uptight when I start talking about this. And like, we're not gonna replace you. You know, you guys do things vibrators can't do, like give us money. I did find one trick though that does make sex with a vibrator just like real sex that you guys could try. What you can do is take the vibrator and use it till you're just about to come, and then just pull it out and set it down. Splash a little lukewarm water on your stomach and get out a dirty towel from your hamper that's crusty, wipe off half, and be like, this was such a good time. You guys have been a lot of fun. You really, really have. You guys are hard to offend, and I like that. I really mean that. You're hard to offend, and that's what we need in a comedy audience. Like, it's all jokes, you know. One time I was up here and I was talking about how, like, I like all kinds of guys, you know. I like any kind of guy. I don't really care, but I was saying, like, no, I mean, like, relax, fellas. Don't all follow me. I just mean, like, I don't have a type, really, you know. It's like, if I date an Asian guy, everybody on my Instagram's like, ugh, yellow fever. I date a black guy, then everybody just thinks I only like, I just like hot guys that are cool. But it's funny, because I feel now, like, as a comedian, you almost have to fuck or date one person of, like, every nationality, race, gender, creed, or so you're not cancelable. So that if you tell, like, a joke that might be a little Mexican racist, you can be like, no, I fucked that whole table of Mexicans and the half Asian guy and the... So that's what I'm trying to do. I was in Cleveland a few weeks ago, and I said, I wasn't even thinking, I didn't mean to offend anyone, but on stage I said, you know, honestly, I think I'm getting pretty close. I think the only thing I really have left is I need to fuck a retarded person. And then, you know, after the show, this lady comes up to me, she's like, you know, I loved your act. You're hilarious. But I was really offended. You said I need to fuck a retarded person. I really hate that word. And I was like, I'm sorry. You know what? Actually, you're right. I should have said I need to make love to a retarded person. But then I like, here's my thing. I'm open to not saying anything, not doing anything. If someone can, like, I'm open to hearing both sides of anything. But I just asked her, I said, I just am curious why that word is offensive to you, because like it used to be mentally retarded was the proper term for retarded people, and you know, retardant means slow, and you know, I just want to know why. And she goes, well, I'll tell you why I'm offended by the word retarded, because my brother is a dwarf. I'm like, okay, lady, well, I think now you're retarded. I wasn't even gonna do that joke, but you guys are so good. You're so good. I'm like, I think I can get away with the retarded joke. But anyway, so that's first of all, you guys were fucking awesome. And this is like, I'm really saying this from the bottom of my heart. This isn't gonna be in my thing. Maybe it will. But I'm really grateful to be up here, man. I almost died. This isn't a joke, but I almost died like 6 months ago, seriously. And when you almost die, it like really changes your outlook on some shit. And I'm just so grateful for every time I get to come up here and do this. And I'm really thankful you guys are here. It's a special night to me because I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this anymore, if I would be funny anymore. Don't take your life for granted and don't waste time on dumb shit. Make the most of this time that you have, because I feel really lucky. So I'm gonna do another joke, but I just want to say that to you guys and thank you for coming out. And anyway, so back to the Hitachi. But actually, the Hitachi thing, this is actually cool. I will tell you one thing about the Hitachi that's awesome. So I was just in Canada. I forgot my charger for it. It died. I was so sad. It's a very specific charger. It's like a Tesla. So I didn't know what to do. And they still have Toys R Us in Canada. Did you know that? I went in there, I bought a fucking Tickle Me Elmo. It turns out that works pretty good too if you sit on it long enough, so. Just don't use your kids, that's kind of gross. But anyway, so Hitachi, I tweeted something about it, and they messaged me. They're like, good news, Kate, guess what? You don't need the one with the cord anymore. We make a totally rechargeable one now. You can put batteries in it, you can change the battery. And they sent me that one. So I was pretty excited. It's waterproof, so you can take it to the water park, come down the slide with it. You know, but I like the one with the cord because I like to choke myself, but like whatever you're into. Anyway, that's it for me. I gotta go. You guys were awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.
It's weird because, you know, I almost died, right? So almost dying really makes you go, is anything I'm doing important? And now, like, everything I'm doing has to feel worth it, or I just don't want to do it. Sorry, there's a gnat. Like paying taxes, not doing that anymore. Kidding, government. Yeah, I hesitate to say this all the time because 3 people died, and obviously I wish that was different. But in a way, I really didn't know if I was gonna live or die for a day. And that is so freeing. It's almost liberating in a way, because when you live, you really don't care about the trivial stuff. Like I was really stressing out about what to wear, right? And then I started thinking, who cares? Like, honestly, like, who cares at all? I know, I always do that. I take it deep. Just kidding.